All right, let's begin. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good day. And let's start by just jogging in place and relaxing the shoulders. Oh, there's somebody. Ish. Hey, go. Sish. Hush. Coo. Choo. Letting, oh, you got that right? Okay. Ish. She. Go. Run. Hush. Coo. Choo. Ish. Nish. She. Go. And roll your shoulders forward. Ish. Knee. Sun. She. Go and back. Ish. Me. Sun. She. Go and squeeze them up and release. And again, just jumping or jogging. Ish. Sun. She. Go. Ish. Ish. She. Go. And just rocking your body back and forth, rolling your shoulders one at a time. Ish, me, sun, she, go, look. Begin to use your elbows and reach out a little bit more. Ish, me. Let your eyes follow behind each time and forward and up. Sun, she, and going back. Ish, me, sun, she, go, rook, fish, touch, two, chill, and again, relax your shoulders. Up and down. And one hand at a time. All the way. Reaching out. Take your time. Oh, back up, out. Twist your body. Reach behind and out. And going the other way, behind. And let your the pinky side of your hand, your ulnar edge lead. Now that we got all these big words for cutting. Ish, me, san, she, and going forward, both hands. Oh. And back. Oh. And oh. And that's away. Oh. One more time. Yeesh. And knee. Oh. And stepping forward 3 levels. Ish. Knee. Sun. And ish. Knee. Sun. Gently at first. Ish. Don't torque your shoulders. Just gently open. Ish. Knee. Sun. At the end of each one, open your hand just a bit. Knee. Sun. Ish. Knee. Sun. And again. Ish. Knee. Sun. And again. Ish. Knee. Okay, step out a little farther and allow your breath to come out. Make a little bit of noise if your space allows it. Ha. 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 Ha, ha, ha. And straight up this time. Yeah. And relax, come down, bend your knee, and come up, all the way up. Stretch your body, lengthen it, and relax. And come down. And one more time. Pull yourself up. Okay. As you're up there, a little bit side to side. One hand higher than the other. Back and forth. Ish. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. Haj. And a little bit of forward and back. Ish. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Go. Sish. Haj. And twisting. Ish. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. And gently bring your hands and push energy down and look up. And then bring your hands behind your head and squeeze down. And again, push you down. Up, stretch your neck, sternum, solar plexus, hara. And again, reaching down behind and squeeze down gently. Lengthen your back of your neck between your spine, scapula, your spine, your mammal, your lower back. Okay. All right, one hand, reach over and stretching to the side. Sun, go, and other side. Make sure you're pulling your neck rather than pushing down on your head. Ish, ni, san, shi, go. And put one hand on your right hand on your left cheek, and take your left hand and gently put it on the back of your head, just supporting, and look over your right shoulder. And release. Put your left hand on your right cheek. Gently look over your left shoulder, supporting the back of your head and neck with your right hand. Okay, and rocking on your chest, your chin on your chest, back and forth. And then up and rock your head on your shoulders, back and forth. And going in one direction, ish. Me. And another direction, ish. Knee. Good. Widen your stance. Starfish position and leaning over one side. Let your arm dangle and let the energy drip off of it. And the other arm, you reach up, find the 12 o'clock position. And then slowly work it so that it stretches more and more up along the edge. And you can come back up and other side. Find and release the energy. And find 12 o'clock. Confirm it, look up, and then slowly reach over and stretch up. And other side. And stretch. And when you reach that stretch, relax your elbow. Yes. And a little bit of rocking forward and back with your hips slowly. And then go down to your ankle. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Massage your legs, muscles as you go down there. Come to the center, bend your knees, and gently roll up your back. And opening. And other side. Release. Yes. Confirm. Stretch. And over. Rock a little. And then go to the ankle. Take your time. Take a breath. Make sure you're breathing out to go lower. And to the center. And rolling up. And holding a big barrel in front of you of water and splash it over yourself. So not so intense on this one, just relax and look gently over your shoulder. Find the stars out in front of you and your arm forming a line. And come back slowly. Just get comfortable into the position. Back quarter stretch. Just stretching. Confirming. Slightly in front of you, your face and above. And working towards getting it directly behind. And looking behind. Coming back. 2 more times. Look a little bit further if you can. Bring your arm a little more to straight above. And back. Don't over torque your twist of your body. Just go as far as comfortable. And back to center. 1 more time each side. Look up this time. And back. And up. So for me, when I do the upward looking one, I can open my chest a little bit more than if I twist my neck. And back. And leaning over. And rocking from one foot to the other. And just gently go around 1 time each direction. Adjust your upper body. No arms. And other direction. Yes. And then with soft arms, knee. And open your hands hands and reach out. Aish.
Yes.
Knee. Okay, and again back to the center. Rock from side to side, on from one knee to the other, bending them. Ish, knee, san, shi, go, rok, sish. Stay on one side. And squat down a little further. And if you can, lift your toe of the extended leg. And rock to the other side. Slowly lower your hips and lift your toe. And other side.
Yes.
And other side.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, and gently bring your hips in, or feet in, and squatting. And let your knees come to the ground, and let your toes go curl underneath. And just rocking back, stretching open the backs of the soles of your feet. Ish, ni, san, shi, go. And lift your hips. And if you can push your heels down this way. If you can't do it that way, you can come up and just stretch one leg at a time. Stretch the back ideally with your and take one foot, stretch one foot, and then the other. And then both heels down and walk yourself up, like Sandra's doing. And hands on your knees, about shoulder width apart for your feet, and rotate them. Ish, ni, san, shi, and other way. Ish, ni, san, shi, and koshi. Ish, ni, san, shi, other way. Ish, ni, san, shi. And standing, feet shoulder width. Straighten your spine, lift your head up a little bit to the sky. You can go up on your toes a bit, and then settle down. Mokuso. Mokuso yame. Ready? Thank you. Okay, Sandra's gonna do the next part.
Thanks, Rob. Good morning, everybody. So I'm going to do a little combo of Eiko and Tenshingoso this morning I just want to highlight a couple of differences that I think it's important to keep in mind. So let's do a little bit of Eiko movement. What I want to do is just everybody stand comfortably with their feet shoulder width apart, okay? So traditionally you can begin in or you can begin in shoko, okay? So usually the first one is here, okay? And then doesn't have to be slowly, but today we'll open a little bit slowly. You look up, you open your body up, 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 up. to Tenso. Okay, so your body's reaching up to the sky, to heaven, to find whatever is up there for you, okay? And while you're up there, take a little time, there's no rush, and connect with something above us all, around us all, up in the heavens, in the universe. And without stepping, just with your hands kaishoken, just cut down, straight, following your eyes far forward, just to shoulder height, okay? Lean forward just a little, don't lag back. Lean forward, and now we're in Shoga, okay? So from here, let's open again, and we open up, take your time, open your body, open to the world, open it at all. And then reaching up to Tenso. Again, as I said before, take some time here. It's not just to stop along the Eiko way, it's to find something. It's to connect. It's to find whatever is there for you. And once you connect with that, then you can go ahead and cut down to Shoga. Reaching out, reaching out, reaching out. And let's pull back into Okay, and Rob, I would like you to watch people, and I'm going to put my back to the camera. So this is more like how we would teach in a dojo. Okay? I'd be in the front and you'd be in the back. So I just want you to watch one time, okay? So here I'm starting at Yeah, I don't know, maybe that's better, Rob.
Yep, a little farther forward.
Okay.
There, good.
Okay, all right, so here I am, my body's soft, not straight, not stressed. And my right hand is grasping my left thumb, okay? And my feet are close together. Then when I open, I take a step, I open up, and I lean back and open myself to everything. And reach up to Tenso. My hands kaishoken. Once something is given to me up here, I then cut forward and step each. And I'm gonna turn and do this toward the camera now, okay? And here, same thing. And open up. And stepping with my other foot. 8. Okay, and let's pull back into. Keep going. Okay. My director says to keep going. Okay.
Give them a chance to practice it.
Okay. All right. So into again, and then and cutting each. Opening again. Knee. Each. Now I'll do 2 counts. Each is opening, knee is cutting. Each. Yes. Yes. Knee. Fish. Each. Knee. Fish. Each. Yes. 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 Knee. H. Knee. H. This. Knee. Holding your shoko. Reaching out. Right hand over left and pulling back. And you may, yes, may. How did it go, Rob?
So pretty good. One of the things that Jim Sterling always used to emphasize for us is when we're doing Toitsuki-hon or Eikosei, is that you want to try to catch the person's gore. So if Sandra's counting, I have to go ahead and count. Go ahead and
Okay. Each knee.
I want to try to, as quickly as possible, follow that count. So there's a bit of a lag in the internet, but not too much. But as soon as you kind of anticipate when she's going to say her cut, she has a rhythm to her voice. Try to follow that rhythm and keep up with it, because her rhythm has something to teach also, not just the actual movement. So if you do a few more.
Yes, sir. Okay, so let's start and H knee. Each
Yeah.
knee. Each knee. Each knee.
Okay, good.
So yummy.
Yummy. Yeah. So yeah, for part of what Toitsuki-hon and Eiko practices is just like with sword practices, is to study timing, to study the timing of your partner eventually, so that you cut accurately at the right time. But this practice, studying the timing of the goreisha in the cuts of repetitive things like Toitsuki-hon, is really the first step of understanding that, because your goreisha will have a timing, just like and you can treat them as your partner initially. Okay, does that make sense? So try to, as the goreisha is particularly in the Toitsuki-hon portion of class, there's a rhythm and a timing to pick and to try to catch.
But Rob and I have given a bit of a mixed message here that I want to address, is that in the beginning I said stay up in Tenso until you find something. Okay, so that might be a good hitori geiko, a personal practice that you do on your own, so you can explore what's up there for you. Rob is focusing now on the group energy and the following of the goreisha, which is a different practice as we move towards, say, a kumite. Okay, but this movement, has a million aspects to it. So I just want to point that part out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Because I think many years ago, a woman named Wendy came from Japan, and she taught this really remarkable keiko in Santa Cruz. I don't know where it was, but anyway, but she said stay up there until you get something, and then that carries with your eiko. And I think that really struck me. Because I think until that time I just always thought, well, this is movement one, now here's movement two, and there's so much more to it. And it just really, that was 25 years ago, and it really has stuck with me. And it's just an amazing personal practice. You can do it soft, you can do it big, you can do it running, you can do it walking, you can do it in your head. So that's the part of Eiko that I wanted to share today. And then now to Tenshingoso, it's a very simple difference, but I do want to focus on the difference of opening and cutting in Tenshingoso. Okay, so in Eiko, there's no twisting up. When you do Eiko, your hands are in Daijodan, okay? You're up top. You're not twisting up and cutting, okay? That's a movement that is unique to, not unique, but is part of Tenshingoso. So I just want to clarify that difference, okay? I don't think anybody's been confused about it per se, but I just want to really address that. So in Eiko, we're reaching up, we're reaching up, we're reaching up, we're up, 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 up. My Kaishoken is not that good, but everybody else, you know, do your very best, wrists back, fingers extended, and then just cut directly down. Okay, that's what we're doing in Eiko, okay? In Tenshingoso, as you know, we open up into Ah, and we're up there, we're up in 10, we're getting something up there too. But then we're twisting up with our hands. We're twisting, 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 and using our ulnar edge, as David Franklin has called it. And it's like opening a curve. And then we open, 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 open. Okay, so I just want to clarify that difference and make sure everyone is putting those two things differently in their head and in their movement. Okay, so let's just do some Tenshingoso and move on to that. 5 levels of heavenly truth, the vowel sounds in our language, and all parts of Tenshingoso, the movement, the breathing, the sounds, it all is a complete unified whole, okay? So as you continue to practice individually and as a part of a group, just see what challenges Tenshingoso provides to you. Maybe voice is challenging, maybe the breathing's challenging, maybe it's all just great, lucky you. So that's part of what I'm hoping, because we can't be together now, is that this class can help you explore a personal practice that is, you know, maybe helpful in these times, okay? So I'll turn, let's see here. I guess straight on is probably the way to go for Tenshingoso. So let's begin, and we begin in, and please use your voice, however loud or comfortable you are doing that right now. But remember, usually in Tenshingoso say, by definition, is without voice, but we're mixing it up here just a little bit. Okay, so we begin. And twisting up. Oh, eyes forward here. Right hand on left and pulling back. Let's do this again and beginning. Sing up. And Yame Yasme. Thank you. Over to you, Rob. Is that okay?
Yep, good. So, for Wakame-Hikari portion, so when I first started Shintaido, there wasn't a difference between Wakame and Hikari. Hikari to Tamora literally means playing with light. In the Shintaido book, that's all that's listed is the Hikari portion. So when I first practiced, the movement we do in Wakame, the softness portion, is the receiver side that was if the energy is coming into us. The other side was Hikari was that is the energy being pulled out of us. So in both of those movements, we're responding to energies that if we're doing it by ourselves as we are now, we're responding to energies that are already here in us and around us in the world. So we don't have to wait for a person to come up and push us or pull our energy out. So we're just responding to what's here. So I want to see if we can do a little idea of this movement. I'm not going to differentiate between Hikari and Wakame on this one because individually it should be very much the same. But the idea is that rather than the energy coming into you from outside and responding to it from outside, I want you to go into yourself and let the energy come out from you. So the idea, rather than it coming in, I want it to move out. So the movement will be very similar. Just initially standing very still and just feel internally what your body feels like, what your being feels like, what your life has been, what your anticipations are. And just follow them. It might be a little less movement than we've been doing, but just imagine, find something in your core, and then it can be a aspiration. Oftentimes it will be an emotion that you can let out just for a safe spot right now. Can be ideally you don't have to limit it to only the good emotions, the good feelings. Can be the frustrations, the sadness, or such, or it can be those that are uplifting. For me, the uplifting emotions tend to lift my body up into the sky. And things that are hard tend to bring me down. Then I bounce back up. And let them go if I do it just right. So I want you to open your eyes and look while you're doing this. And I want you to have a space of about 3 or 4 feet at least in front of you that you can step into. And this time we're actually finding the emotion, and then we're gonna do next. Find the emotion and go with it. And back up. Step backwards. Make sure your safety of your space. And Yame, come back to center. And Sandra, can I borrow you for a second?
Sure.
So everybody come and look at your computer. So this would be the position that we would be doing if we were doing Hikari. So her hands are just gently laid on top of mine, as if there's a connection at her point here and my point here that gently relaxes and has the energy. So I am just gently, I let her fall into those portions that she may not know about. I don't make judgment about them. I don't say, oh, I should fix her here or anything. I just feel where it happens and just let it happen. Provide the space to move in.
Yes.
Okay? So we don't have a partner, but I want you to imagine that energy coming out from your hands and going in with it. Letting yourself not quite fall to the ground, but fall towards it, move towards it.
So you are doing the role I just did.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to do both sides eventually, but initially I want you to be the follower. Okay. So hands down, let the energy come out of your palm of your hand from your koshi out. So soften your body and soften your body and soften your body and okay, turn your hands over. Now you're going to lead. Imagine you have a partner that's really sensitive and will follow exactly what you want. Yourself maybe. And pull them out one step. Don't make a choice on what that's going to be that you're pulling out. Just let it go the direction it chooses. Breathe. No. And yummy. Thank your partner. Thank yourself. And yes, and just coming to standing. Feel that movement within your body, but your body is still.
Let it extend up and down. And Moxo. Moxo Yame. 3.